And hello everyone, it's time for another flashlight review, and today I have something rather unique from a company called On the Road. Not sure where these guys popped up from, but I also tried to go to this website, and for some reason or another I couldn't get to it. It just gave me an error message, but I'm not sure, maybe something was off that day. You might give it a try. However, excuse me, this is called the On the Road M3 flashlight, and it's very, very small, just about almost under 3 inches long, 2.7 inches actually, and as it says right here, this is the M3 and has an XM-L2 U2 LED, so it's reasonably bright and very, very pocketable. Here's the box it comes in, rather nice actually. And inside you have a couple of different compartments, because there are lots of accessories with this light, which makes it a pretty good deal. Now you have the manual here, and although I'm not sure if everybody's going to get this, but this light, or rather this manual, is pretty much only in Chinese. It does have some bits of information in here in English, but as far as the operation and the actual instructions of it, everything's in Chinese. So unless you read that, you could be having yourself a little bit of an issue, or at least we'll have to figure it out on your own. However, I mean, it is a nice little light, and as I said, it uses the Cree XM-L2 U2, and it takes one 16340 rechargeable battery or one disposable CR123. But the 16340 is the recommended battery because you won't get anywhere near the advertised output with a CR123. It's very small, it's very light, and it mentions here all the outputs. However, it doesn't mention turbo. This is ultra low, this is low, this is medium, and this is high. But turbo will be in addition to this, and it's supposed to go to 920 lumens in turbo. So the 600 here is only supposed to be up to high, and it runs about half an hour on turbo and 35 minutes on high, and your beam distance at 130 meters, and it's also waterproof and submersible to 2 meters, and also impact resistant to 2 meters. So that's pretty good. Anyway, here are the instructions on how to work it, but anyway, I'll do my best to describe it. In the box, you get a power cord, and I'll show you what that attaches to in a second. You also get a spare O-ring. You also get a pretty nice lanyard. This is an adjustable lanyard. You also get a battery. 16340 battery, 700 mAh. I did test this out, and the capacity is correct. It's also protected, so that's good. And you also get a handy pouch, just like this. Well, this is the pouch you'll get, and it protects the flashlight quite well if that's the way you want to carry it. So there are many and varied ways to carry the light. And here is the charger, which comes with the light as well, because that's what the battery is for, obviously, is to charge it. And this charger will also handle other batteries, including 18650s, excuse me, and 14500s, etc. So that's a nice little addition, and this charger is actually pretty good, excuse me, and uses about 600 mAs to charge with, which is pretty darn good for a charger of this type. Now, of course, the charger would plug in, or rather the cord that they give you, the adapter, would plug into the side of the charger like that, or you can use it for USB and charge it anywhere through a computer or whatever. This would be a micro USB connector, obviously. They don't give you a USB cable, but you can do it that way, and that's how I did it to test out the amperage on the charger. Anyway, here is the flashlight. Very small, as you can tell, just under 3 inches long. And here's M3, and on the road on the other side just has the one button, and it also has a pocket clip. So there's so many different ways to carry this light with you. Anyway, let's take the back off. You have a spring in the cap, no spring up in the head, in the tube there. So now this battery is actually running down, which will give me a chance to describe to you or show you the low battery indicator that the flashlight has on it. Okay, so hold on 1 second while we move this stuff aside. Okay, thanks for bearing with me on the empty screen there. Okay, I'm going to turn this on, and the way you turn it on is to press and hold the switch, and that's also the same way you turn it off. So on and off is the same motion, pressing and holding the switch. To cycle through the modes, all you do is give it one little click, and it will cycle through all the modes. Now give it a couple of moments here, and it will probably display the, oh, there it goes. That didn't take long. So as you can see, the battery is low, and this is indicating it right here with a low voltage indicator. So that's a handy little thing. Usually it won't do this for too long, then it'll just shut the light off. So now we see that the battery is low. I'm going to turn it off and switch it to another battery, which is charged. Still obviously a 16340 rechargeable. Alright, so again, press it and hold it, and it will turn on, and it will go automatically into the ultra low mode. So let me turn this light off. Excuse me. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that, obviously. Okay, so here we are in ultra low mode. Actually, I have one more light to turn off. Gee, there's a lot of light in this room, isn't there? There we go. Now we have proper darkness. Okay, so this is the ultra low mode, and let's pan the camera up and press the button for what they call low mode, even though low is about 150 lumens. Then we'll go up to medium, and then we'll go up to high. So now we're in high mode, and this, so they say, is about 600 lumens on high. Obviously you can see very well with this, and outdoors it does pretty good as well. I would check the pictures on my website at lightsandgear.com, where I have the written review, and you can see the outdoor shots there. Now it does have turbo mode, and the only way to get to turbo mode is, well, one way you can get, if I double click. Okay, I think it went to turbo mode there when I double clicked. One way you can get the turbo mode instantly is from the off position. So if I hold it and turn it right off, and then double click from the off position, I get to turbo instantly. So I'm now in turbo mode right away by double clicking it from the off position. Now it also has flashing modes, and they are basically hidden. And the easiest way to get into the flashing modes, again, is from off. So I'll hold it off and then press the button 3 times. Just like that. Now I'm in strobe. I pressed it 3 times. Now I'll click it again, and I'm back in the regular mode. Now there are the other flashing modes. Let me see if I can... I should have been able to run through the flashing modes, but let me try this. Okay, I'm triple clicking it. Okay, now I'm back in strobe. Okay, I've pressed it once again, and now I'm in location beacon. I pressed it once again, and now I'm in SOS. Okay, and if I press it once again, it just keeps looping. So those are the flashing modes: strobe, location beacon, and SOS. And I did that by double clicking it a couple of times while I was in the regular mode. Okay, let me press that. Okay, now I'm back in regular lighting mode again. So anyway, as I said, the one way you can get into the flashing modes is by triple clicking it from off, or give it a couple of double clicks while you're already in one of the regular modes, and it will go into the flashing modes. So that's pretty darn good, is that it has a location beacon, which can be handy if obviously you're in an emergency situation, and of course SOS. But anyway, that's why the modes are hidden, because you don't very often have a use for them, but if you want them, they're there. So those are the basic functions of the on-the-road M3. I think it's a very formidable little light. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention, very important. There is a magnet in the tail cap. Let me turn this other light back on. There's a magnet in the tail cap. So here, I'll turn this off for a second, and we'll get a little string of magnets right here, and we will stick them to the back. So there you go. This will attach to any metal magnetic surface, and you can work with it that way if you need to. Of course, with the pocket clip in this particular direction, it'll also clip onto a baseball cap or something to that nature. You can clip it right onto the cap, of course, and then it becomes a headlight. But anyway, there you go with a magnetic tail cap on it, and that's pretty handy. In this particular case, I can even lift it up with it. It's so light. Light, no pun intended there. But anyway, on the road M3, that is the flashlight, and again, it comes with all those great accessories with a battery and a charger and all that stuff. And again, lightsandgear.com is my website for flashlights, batteries, and chargers, and you can also see the link to, read the review and see the link to this light, because it came from my friends at GearBest, and there's a link below where you can pick one up from them, and or on my web page as well, where I have the GearBest link as well, because on the road is something which you may not want to be without on your next trip on the road, since it's just so gosh darn handy to have around, and nice and bright too. This does have the XM-2 LED, and I forgot to show you the orange peel reflector, but there it is down in there. So again, M3 is the light. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and that we will see you next time. All right, have a good one.